the all-stars versus the no-stars. Who will prevail?
John? Yep. Good find.
Shot, John?
Yes.
Done, Chris. There you go.
Nice.
This is what I'm talking about. Fight.
Good D, John. 3 seconds.
Oh, 3.
What?
That was 3 in the key.
This is our last.
Let's meet the visiting Houston Rockets. At forward, Dylan Brooks. At forward, Tyler Marcotte. At guard, our man Thompson. At center, Alperin Şengün. At guard, LaMelo Ball. The head coach of the visiting team is Ime Udoka. And now, introducing the starters for your Atlanta Hawks. At center, 6'10", number 15, Clint Capella. At forward, 6'7", number 41, Sadiq Bey. At forward, 6'8", number 1, Jalen Johnson. At guard, standing 6'5", number 5, DeJounte Murray. At guard, 6'1", number 11, Trey Young. The head coach of your home team. This is your Atlanta Hawks.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. Here are the starters for Houston. We've got Alperin Şengün. Tari Eason is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Ball, and it's Thompson in at shooting guard. And for Atlanta, the talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Clint Capella out there with Johnson. And it's Bey in at the 3 spot. Well, Grant, for them, this is game 2 of a back-to-back. Does that schedule wear you out as a player?
You know, at times the schedule can be tough, but sometimes it also works in your favor because you can maintain a good rhythm game to game.
So the Rockets win the tip. Now Ball. Rebound, Trae Young. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. There's the 3. Eason pulls it in. Thompson with it. Pass to Ball. Launches a 3. And Bey pulls it down. On the break. And Young gets it to go.
Trae Young might be the last guy in this offense that you want to lose sight of.
Ball against Young. And he banks in the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Capella following the score by Houston. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist by Capella.
And Murray with the floater looking silky there.
You know, when DeJounte Murray was traded for a multitude of first-round picks, it certainly came at a price, Brent.
Yeah, it feels like the cost to acquire young, talented players in this league continues to go up. And that said, DeJounte Murray is a legit NBA All-Star. It feels like he still has a lot of room to grow.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Young inside, pounded by Ball. Young can't hit.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got his second bucket on the night.
You know, another guy who has increased his play and his strength. LaMelo, much more solid now, shooting through contact.
Now here's Bay. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And they're on the run. Here's Ball. Got it. Good job in the low post. Ball's got 6 points.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Bay outside. Inside. Murray. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Thompson.
And for the past few seasons, the Hawks have been driven by their offense, Brent.
Yeah, they really have done a nice job of finding some wing scoring to complement what it is they've gotten from the guard position, and they put an emphasis on the three-point line. They made a coaching change, and that philosophy is also helping lead them to be a more potent offense night after night.
Free throw drops from Murray.
Well, since coming into the league, Murray's worked so hard on his free throw shooting. It's really paying off.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And the shot goes in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor to the paint. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, man, easy money for Young. When someone's that wide open, it's going to turn it into a bucket.
And Ball gets it to go.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Young. Here he goes. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball.
Nice move to get inside, but then the D's right there waiting for him.
The rebound by the Hawks. Murray up top. Brooks defending. Unloads from 13. Eason pulls it in. The Rockets have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Thompson. And Bay pulls it down. The Hawks trailing. Down low. Here's Young. And he converts the layup.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. Timeout called. Houston, how about Sadiq Bey? A guy who's growing into a floor spacing threat now, Brent.
Yeah, incredibly focused BA on developing those skills to be a sniper at the three-point line. He wants to stretch the floor out, and he has to do that consistently by knocking down shots.
So both teams changing it up here. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're hoping to break out from 8th place in the back half of the season.
Checking out Atlanta, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
And so it's Atlanta with it. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Here's Hunter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Rockets have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Bogdanovich against Green. The kick out to Ball. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by the Hawks. Here's Bufkin. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game.
And Another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Now here's Green. Driving inside. And over the last 10 games, these players have been gobbling up the most rebounds. And Capella, third.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
And he drops a first.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
The Hawks making a switch here. Windler's checked in. And both free throws good for Green. Here's Buffkin. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Windler. And here's Griffin outside. It's hauled in by Landale. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Good.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Windler. The Rockets getting their last shot to go.
Rockets foul. Charles Bassey. His first. Team second. Substitution for the Rockets. Fred VanVleet.
Pass to Griffin. Hunter on the wing. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Over Green. Bogdanovich, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Rockets. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
Brent, you were a 2-time NBA champion, so you must have the secret recipe. What wins in the playoffs?
Well, Tim Duncan, B.A. No, I mean, obviously, you need a team. It can't be a one-man show, and you need that collective to come together and be playing their best basketball at the biggest time of the year. We've seen these heliocentric offenses, one's built around one superstar, and that becomes too predictable of an offense, or one where a guy can't struggle. If they struggle, the team goes home. So championships are won by teams, B.A.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Thompson out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Murray finds Young. Over VanVleet. Here's Capella. Rockets with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
So it's Atlanta now. After the Rockets picked up the basket a moment ago. There's Young with the 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Şengün. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Capella. For Atlanta, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Murray. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Murray's got 9.
If guys are getting points inside, that's a bad sign for the defense. So you don't want to allow too much penetration, especially from DeJounte.
Now here's Thompson. No points so far. Eason against Johnson. Eason, good.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And the Hawks call time here. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
A look at the 2K leaderboard when it comes to second chance points. The NBA leaders over the last month. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
And the energy this team plays with on the offensive glass is infectious. They simply don't give up and keep after plays, which has boded well for them.
Murray finds Young. Now Johnson, outside Murray. Shoots over Thompson. Murray, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, but now they're looking to return to contention. Trae Young said, quote, "We'll be all right. It's really just about us, taking care of what we can control and making sure we're ready every night. But if we get into a rhythm, it'll take care of itself." Brian?
Yeah, great point. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Van Vliet. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Şengün, the open look. The kick out to Van Vliet. Back to Şengün. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Şengün's got his first points of the night.
When you watch Van Vliet, he's in total control of the offense.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
In the offense, ATL Dancers.
So for the Rockets, Landale's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Eason. And LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Thompson. So it's the Rockets now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Griffin against Brooks. Back to Landale. Drops in the layup for 2. Landale's got his first basket.
And this is something Brooks must continue focusing on. When he sets up guys, team chemistry improves.
Pass to Bufkin. Griffin outside. Here's Bay. Five to shoot. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by Brooks.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Griffin pulls down the board. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Bufkin takes it inside.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Whitmore. He's covered by Bay. Here's Brooks. Got a hand on it. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be jump ball.
So it's Atlanta now. Houston in the lead. Ball ventures inside and converts.
Yeah, inside ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Bay outside. 1:16 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Young. Rebound by Van Vliet.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find him.
And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
And the coaching staff loving the fact that Hunter is getting after it with the hustle. Good effort on both ends.
Now here's Brooks. Still without a bucket. Van Vliet outside. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Hawks.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The Rockets shooting 40% from the field in this one. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Driving in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And very elusive. Van Vliet slipping through the defense and drawing contact.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Griffin outside. This one for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Rockets on top, up 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. What a start for LaMelo Ball. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they performed. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, their poor rebounding is really hurting. It hasn't killed them on the scoreboard yet, but they need to pick it up. This is a game they can win. If they come out hustling in the second half, they can win.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, DeJounte Murray has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Sadiq Bey out there with Johnson. And it's Capella in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now here's Young. Back to Johnson. His first shot coming late. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Sengun's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Ball. Out to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Sengun. Second shot opportunity, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Hawks trailing. Right side Murray.
He didn't have his feet planted.
10 seconds. Team first.
Atlanta with the ball. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Rockets shooting only 39% so far in the game.
And one thing you like about Capella, he really understands who he is as a player.
Well, this guy is the definition of a rim runner, protects the rim and rebounds, does all the dirty work for this team, and he's willing to do that. That's how he makes his living.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Johnson passes to Bay. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. He's feeling it. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 tonight. Ball outside. The 3. That doesn't go either for Ball. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for the Hawks. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide-open guy.
Here's Young. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for LaMelo Ball.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game. And a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Landale's checked in. Bogdanovich on the wing. Defended by Eason. Bogdanovich down low. He's against Eason. Second chance effort. And Capella with the lay-in.
And that work was done early as Capella just fought for his position down low.
Ball taking his time here. Pass to Thompson. Again, Houston.
Man, you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Rockets foul. LaMelo Ball. His first. Team second. At the line for your Hawks.
First free throw is good.
You have to love Trae Young's relentlessness on the floor. His focus, just giving the game 100% of himself and not messing around in any regard.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. And both free throws good for Young. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And there's the drive. Here's Whitmore. Capella with a block.
Intimidating right there. Capella just gets so long at times and throws that one away.
For Atlanta, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And yep, it's good.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Van Vliet up top, guarded by Young. And that one's good. Whitmore.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Young, the pass to Capella. Now here's Hunter. He's guarded closely. Yep, count it. Hunter's got 8.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Young against Van Vliet. Landale inside. That one is off. Excellent D there from Capella. The Hawks have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Hunter. And the Hawks tag on 2 more.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Stolen by Capella. Young against Van Vliet. Young on the drive for the lead. Tipped. Here's Whitmore. Hunter covering. Green, the pass to Van Vliet. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Hunter on the wing. Green covering. Outside Bogdanovich. Go-ahead bucket, no good. Houston is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Easton. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 10 points for him.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Young, the pass to Johnson. Now here's Hunter. He's covered closely. Doesn't fall. That miss makes him 5 for 6. Houston in the lead. Here's Whitmore. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
There's Young with the 3. Rebounded by Green. With 1 on the clock. Can't connect. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Rockets on top. They're up by 2. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Three tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Jalen Green. He's out there with Ball. Alperon Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Bassi in at the 4. Now here's Ball. Here's Şengün. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Hunter. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Green. The shot comes out. The Hawks trailing. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Tough part about defending Murray is he can beat you in so many ways. You want him to shoot threes, but right now, he's showing it all.
Now here's Ball. Tries to break his ice. And he lays it in. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Green against Murray. Pass to Windler. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bufkin. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Green. Ooh, Green wanted those two.
Using the pick there, Green saw the opening and let it fly.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Dylan Brooks checked in for the Rockets. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Capella. Lays it up and banks it in.
Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Thompson attacking. Ball outside. Pass to Şengün. And here's Brooks. Good work there as it goes.
And just as tough as they come, Dylan Brooks battling for 2 points.
Murray finds Griffin. Nice D from Thompson. The Rockets have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. On the take, and the basket is good. And now a 6-point Houston lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Capella. Bay against Brooks. Griffin right side. He shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical. You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Well, you know, he'd been struggling lately. This one was a big one for him. He roared back, made sure to snap that cold streak tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Young. Oh, Young with the power move.
Yeah, we know Young's not the biggest guy, but he's good at maintaining control when he gets contact.
Thompson passes to Ball. Shoots a fadeaway. Hey, rejected by Capella. Murray against Thompson. Murray inside. Tries yet again. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Here's Ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. And the Rockets lead by 8. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And here are the Rockets now. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Here's Şengün. No good off the glass. And so Capella will bring it up for Atlanta. 6-point game. Murray. The 15-footer is good. Murray's gotten 4 this quarter.
Oh, DeJounte Murray coming up big. That's a huge play.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Young.
The officials were right on top of that one.
At the line for the Rockets, LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5.
You got to respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity.
Young, the pass to Murray. Young against Ball. To the middle. Here's Capella. Rockets with a rebound. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And there's Thompson on the assist by Brooks. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
And here's Ball. And so it's Houston winning this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
All right, here we go. Game 2.
Here we go. Redemption.
Oh, man. I don't like losing the tip. No.
Yep, switch on there. Box now. Yep.
Sorry, John. I didn't want to risk it.
Y'all good?
Good take, Chris.
Great take, Chris.
There we go.
All right, 2 up on the board.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Alec Burks is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Hart in at the small forward. And for the Rockets, they've got Brooks. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Ball, and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Burks. Here's the 3. Eason grabs the board. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Houston Rockets. Now here's Thompson. Brooks outside. They get it back. A second chance effort. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Inside, here's Randall. Inside, he gets the jumper to fall.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Şengün inside. Guarded by Robinson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
So if you look at the Rockets' struggles, Clark, over the last few seasons, what stands out to you?
Well, I think it starts at the defensive end of the floor, Kevin. I mean, a team is not going to make noise in the NBA if they don't defend consistently. I'm sure improving on D is a focus this season.
Brooks misses.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
And Brunson has it in the corner. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Thompson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The shot misses. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
Rough patch here. 5 straight misses to begin the game.
The offensive rebound, Hart. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, that effort is absolutely fantastic here. I mean, Hart staying active, being persistent, tracking down the rebound, and making sure they get something out of that extra possession.
Eason against Randall. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Now a look at the stats for Julius Randle.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Brunson. His last outing, he had 18 points.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
Brunson kicks to Burks. Here's Robinson. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. On the wing, Brooks. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
That's a 2 from Randall. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Randall's got 6 points.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And one thing with LaMelo, Clark, he has so much length at that point guard position.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's listed at 6'7", but he's got a much bigger wingspan than that, which allows him to effectively throw passes over the top. And I think it helps in him being disruptive as a defender, too.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
A new lineup here for Houston.
First team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's McBride. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Achua, the pass to McBride. On deep, Brunson. Rockets with the rebound. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustration emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Here's Brunson. Following the score by Houston. McDermott, no one around him, and the 3 off target.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. The pass to Achua. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Green. Still without a basket. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That time the defense all up in Green's business, but he can get physical just like they can.
McBride passes to Brunson. McDermott for three. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Van Vliet. They kick it out to Green. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
High IQ play from Green right there. Very intelligent offensive work that time.
The Rockets shooting their initial free throws in the game right here.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
And the first one drops.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
Both free throws good from Green. Here's McBride. Nothing on the board. Lock at 6. Pass to Brunson. Great D that time from Van Vliet. It's a tie game here in Houston. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Tari Easton is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Ball in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go.
Now here's Thompson. Following the miss by Julius Randle. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way.
Rockets foul. Thompson. First personal foul. First team foul.
You know, Clark, I remember you had such a strong mid-range game when you were playing. Do you think it would have been hard to stretch your game out to 3 like a lot of guys are doing now?
You know what, Kevin? It's interesting. I was actually starting to try to add the three-point shot to my game way back in the mid-'80s as part of my development. So I don't think it's hard. It's a matter of putting the work in. And shooting is one of those skills in the game that can really be refined with good mechanics and just volume of work.
First one falls for him. And Burks hits 2 free throws.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. New York City remains a basketball mecca. NYC legend and former Knick Mark Jackson always talks up the basketball environment. He says, coming up in New York, it's all about the grit, the grind, the edge, the competitiveness, the swag, the confidence, the struggle, and the embracing of the bright lights. Kevin?
Well, it's all there, and it is the biggest stage for sure. David, thanks.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Randall against Easton. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got the game tied up here for New York.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now, here's Ball. Not a lot of room. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Now, here's Randall. Off with the layup.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Şengün passes to Easton. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson inside the line. Houston gets it back. Şengün. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's McBride. Outside for Randall. Over Brooks. Randall can't get that one to fall.
It's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Thompson passes the ball. Back to Thompson. Pass the ball. To the left wing. Here's Eason. Here's Şengün. And there it is for him. And now a 6-point Rocket lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
A new lineup here for Houston. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Green against Burks. Rockets with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job closing the door and keeping it out of reach at the end.
Now here's Green following the shot by Alec Burks. And it's Green missing. Knicks trail by 6. We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
McDermott's checked in for Josh Hart. Houston leading by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Throws it up high.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They get to take on the Magic in Orlando after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Hartenstein. Still scoreless. Here's Achua. They can't stop the run with that one. Rockets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 8. 1:16 left in the first half. Pass to Achua. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Works for 3. New York with a new 14. Achua kicks to Burks. That shot missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Whitmore. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
New York calls timeout. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
But, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in. .36 seconds left now here in the second. Burks looking around. The pass to McDermott. Six to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Van Vliet outside. Thompson inside the line, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Alongside Coach Thibodeau. Tibbs, some stuff to clean up. What will the points of emphasis be going into the second half?
Better defense. We keep allowing them to get second shots, defensive transition, not challenging their shots properly. So we don't play defense, we can't win.
And we'll see if your guys can stick to the script better in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They trailed by as many as 6 points in the first period. They found a nice groove in the second quarter, running out to an 8-point lead. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
They were getting after it on the glass, like wild. They got a nice edge. They won the hard and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep that going.
And over to Kenny. What'd you think about New York?
Whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to have to be more methodical in their approach. Talent without discipline will never result in sustained success.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Nice game, great performance by Julius Randle.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Jalen Brunson out there with Alec Burks, and it's Hart in at the 3. Now here's Burks, following the miss by Dylan Brooks. Good D by Thompson.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Ball, offline with the baseline jumper. Brunson against Brooks. Brunson kicks to Burks. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Lays it up off the glass.
Robinson. Assist from Alec.
Houston leading by 6. Ball with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Puts up a deep 3. The Rockets again can't hit.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Burks on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. They get it back. Burks can't get it to go.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Hart against Brooks. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Eason. Robinson with the block.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Brunson. Eason grabs the board.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Brooks. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective.
Great energy. Stayed with the play all the way through.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Houston. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Eason against Randall. Out to Brooks. All sorts of time. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
New York calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. On defense, Houston. Randall dishes to Robinson. Here's McBride. He's covered by Thompson. And McBride gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Ball. Eason passes to Brooks. Driving inside. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to McBride. And here's Brunson. Still yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Hart, no good. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Brooks. Thompson outside. Tries again. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And really a big factor in their win last time out was his work at the line.
I think it was the difference in the game. In a close game, when you knock down those kinds of points at the stripe, that decides a game oftentimes. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
That one falls for Brunson.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Ball. And both free throws good for Brunson. Houston leading by 4. 1:44 left in the third quarter. And here's VanVleet from the arc. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Something I like about Jalen Green, that ability to go vertical and just adjust midair.
We call that great body control, partner, and you've seen guys over your time around the league where that's a special gift, and it really can make it hard for defenders. Green is excellent using that body and athleticism.
How you get that?
The first one falls. Hard, he's checked in for the Knicks. He doesn't get the second one. Knicks trail by 5. It's Hart on the wing. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Passes to Landale. From 18 feet away. Jump shot is good. And it's 6 points from Amen Thompson. And for the Knicks, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They're not a pretty sight out there offensively. Achua, New York missing again. And it's VanVleet with the ball for Houston. They've led by as much as 10. Over to the wing. Pass to Thompson. There's the 3. No good that time. Here's McBride. The pass to Brunson. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. They shoot again. No good on that one. Great D that time from VanVleet. Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Landale. And now the Knicks on the break. Hart, wide open. He fires. Buries the jumper to finish the break. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Rockets ahead. They're up by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Green is out there with ball. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at center. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Now, here's Burks. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Houston leading by 5. On the wing, Green. Back to ball. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Whitmore. High post, Şengün. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Rockets lead by 5.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
To the paint, here's Hartenstein. Sweet little floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Now Ball. And it's in there.
Ball's got a little more strength than you might think, able to muscle that time right through the aggressive defense.
Passes it to Hart. Here's McBride, and the shot goes in. McBride's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Green in the post. Burks covering. Whitmore with it. 11 feet away. The rebound by McBride. Pass to Hart. And good that time. And now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Burks after Jalen Green's miss. And there's the pass to McBride. Here's Hartenstein to take the lead. Here's Randall. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, great to see the young fella step up. Whitmore showing veteran composure out there.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, if we're going to win, we have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Thompson. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
New York trailing. Now here's Brunson. Over ball.
2 minutes remaining.
Brunson, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Brooks dishes the ball. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Here's Randall. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And here's Thompson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's McBride. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Knicks lead by 1. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Another miss by Houston. So it's the Knicks now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Oh. The putback stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Here's New York. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Brunson.
Nerves never showed through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're down by 5. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And New York making a change here. Brooks is checked in. And Thompson kicks the ball. Another miss by Houston.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
LaMelo Ball. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Alec Burks taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Here's Ball. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, I tell you, there's nothing more impressive than seeing a young player keeping his composure in a high-stakes, big-league situation.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third team foul. Shooting for New York, Julius Randle. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randle has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
It falls! And now they trail by just 4. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over.
At the
The
line
clock
for the
is as
Knicks,
much a problem for them as the
Julius
score is right
Randle.
now, so they've got to try to
2
manage it.
shots.
Shooting 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And we've talked about Randle becoming a leader. Now taking charge and wanting to deliver at the line.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 5. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Şengün against Robinson. Şengün passes to Eason. There's Ball with the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Now Burks. So it's New York picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Finish.
Nice.
You also know it's a tight game because I haven't heard anything from Bash the whole quarter. Bash is playing in the library now. He's focused.
I was trying to lock in, or I'm trying to guard my guy. He was smoking me last game, man.
And the Rockets all ready with their game faces on as they get off the bus. Got to be geared up for these road contests. Thanks for spending Valentine's Day with us. We've got a match made in heaven coming your way on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. LaMelo Ball is out there with Thompson. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Eason in at the 4. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Dario Saric. Ja Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. Well, Smitty, you want dunks and fast breaks and high-flying basketball? Well, you're in luck tonight, my friend. These are 2 athletic teams here.
Yes, indeed. B.A., I played on a team with great athletes in Portland. Those were fun squads to play on. Each trip down the court, you never knew what could happen.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And here's Morant. He played a great game against New Orleans. Pass to Jackson. Rockets with a rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, in exercise, in frustration.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Saric. Off the mark there with a 3. Thompson against Kennard. The 11-footer. They get it back. Tries again. That shot off. For Memphis, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
It had been a long time since Murray State had produced an NBA star. Ja Morant changed that narrative.
B.A., he certainly did. He's now the highest average scorer in the NBA out of Murray State. This dude is an animal, a walking bucket, if you will.
And Morant no good on that one. A few teams in the NBA take on the identity of their city. None more than the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, so true. I mean, grit and grind is a way of life in Memphis. And the team embraces that mantra, playing with a swagger.
Şengün, great positioning on the putback.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Morant against ball. Morant, the pass to Williams. From down in the low post, it goes.
As the point guard, this is Ja's responsibility. Nice job finding the open man.
Williams against Brooks. Pass to Şengün. Now Easton. 5 on the clock. Tries it from the top of the key. The rebound by Jackson.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Here's Kennard. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Such a crafty scorer. Kennard is comfortable at getting wiggle room to shoot it from mid-range.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And when you're looking for guys with MVP traits, Smitty, the light really shines on Ja Morant.
It does, B.A. Like all the great ones do, Ja can completely take over a game. Elite skills, elite athleticism. He's got a sixth sense for this game.
Whitmore's checked in for the Rockets. All right, let's take a look at the best rebounding point guards over the last 10 games. Second is Ja Morant.
And even if rebounding isn't a point guard's top priority, a lot of the great ones in NBA history were productive on the boards.
And this is what makes this group so special. They are complete players, and rebounding is a part of it.
Memphis foul. Luke Kennard. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Rockets, Thompson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Such a critical time of year for a lot of teams, Grant. Everybody jockeying for playoff position.
I love it. And we all know how important seeding can be come the postseason. So even teams outside the playoff picture still have time as long as they make their move now.
He does not get the second one.
They're not the strongest part of Thompson's game, but he continues to work in the gym to improve.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. All sorts of time. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Now Ball, 8 points in his last time out. And no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Memphis leading. Here's Williams. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Eason. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Timeout called. Memphis.
It may be a player's league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Here for Memphis. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Landale's checked in for Şengün. Bassey comes in for Eason. Green's checked in for Thompson. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for LaMelo Ball. Now here's Smart. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Looney passes to Smart. Back to Looney. They grab their own miss. Out to the wing. Smart outside. Second chance shot. Bassey pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Houston. 6-point game. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. The Grizzlies have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Jackson against Green. Jackson, pass to Looney. 6 to shoot. Pass to Pippen. There's the triple. Bassey pulls it in.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
3-pointer, VanVleet. No good. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And it's Jackson on the take. And the dunk by Jackson.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Green. No made baskets yet. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And the dunk by Jackson.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Here's Landale. 30 seconds left to play in the first. 13 feet out. The Rockets with another miss.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pippen pass to Jackson. It's good. Jackson's got 6 points.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Grizzlies up by 12. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And as our coverage continues, happy Valentine's Day again to everyone out there. And the Grizzlies have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets, starting the second. Tari Eason is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then it's Ball, and it's Thompson in at the 2. Pass to Şengün. Can't get it to drop. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Aggressive take from Morant. Right side, Williams. Good, and the setup by Morant. Give him 8.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Ball. No points yet. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Ryan, a few years back, Marcus Smart was talking about how he'd love to follow in Hall of Famer Gary Payton's footsteps as the next guard to win Defensive Player of the Year. He spoke it into existence last year, winning that coveted award. But guys, you watch him play, his actions on the court speak louder than words.
No doubt about that, Allie. Thanks, good stuff there. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Morant looking around. Pass to Šarić. Rockets with a rebound.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Well, Dylan Brooks can score, but defense is definitely his calling card.
Grant, he's a workhorse who normally has to guard the opposition's best scorer. He has grit and toughness, and that is contagious.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Fires from the corner. And there's Šarić on the assist from Williams. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Ball against Morant. Ball passes to Şengün. Shoots over Jackson. That one a little long. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Outside Morant. Šarić against Eason. Pass to Jackson. Good D by Şengün.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Jackson against Brooks. And here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that 7'4" wingspan to good use. Jaren Jackson with the easy catch and flush.
Timeout called. Houston and teams running their offense through their star players. What's the balance there, keeping everyone else involved and engaged, man?
You know, BA, that's a tricky one. You want your playmakers making plays, but your defenders and role players, they play harder when they feel involved.
So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Looney's checked in for Jackson. Aldama comes in for Šarić. Jackson, he's checked in for Williams. And Smart subbed in for Kennard. And that one is stuffed right through.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Smart passes to Jackson. Here's Looney. Outside Morant. Pass to Aldama. Smart with the ball. Back to Aldama. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Santi Aldama. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. The Rockets trail. Here's Van Vliet. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Built to take as much punishment as you want to dish out. Fred Van Vliet not fazed by physical D.
To the inside, Looney. Looney shrugging off the contact.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Whitmore, defended by Jackson. And rejected.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
Here's Aldama. Outside for Morant. The three-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And he drives in. And it's Whitmore missing.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Morant, the pass to Smart. Back to Morant. Over Green. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Smart. Morant's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Using the mid-range, Ja Morant consistent from there.
Here's Landale. He's defended by Looney. Landale misses. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. And that one's good. Jackson's got 8.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Morant against Van Vliet. Drives to the hoop. Shoots over. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's Memphis, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? It's Memphis out in front at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. They need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type of play.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. They trail by 14. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. They've got Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Williams in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant, the pass to Saric. Eason with some nice D. And Houston is shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Ball against Morant. Stolen by Jackson. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a youthful exuberance in the Grizzlies locker room that some say more resembles a college team. Jaren Jackson Jr. said, quote, everybody listens to the same music, does the same things, watches the same stuff. We all vibe together and we like hanging around each other, and it translates. And Brian?
Oh, you like that connection. Allie, thank you. Here's Brooks. Another shot. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Shooting for Houston, Alperen Sengun at the line for one.
That free throw good from Sengun. So it's the Grizzlies now. Outside Morant. 90 seconds into the second half now. Oh, Morant from close range.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Morant against Ball. Sinks that one from the post. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Here's Morant. Eason pulls it in. For Houston, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Thompson. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Kennard. And that one hits the back iron.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Smitty, Luke Kennard doesn't have a complete game, but his shooting is elite.
Yes, B.A. As a knockdown shooter, he is one of the best in the business. When he gets it going, he can bury you with his triples.
Brooks against Williams. And that one's good for Brooks.
I love Brooks' offensive versatility. Can score from all 3 levels.
Morant against Ball. Second shot opportunity. And he takes it up and lays it in. Saric has got his second basket of the night.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Timeout called, the Rockets. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Aldama's checked in for Saric. Jackson comes in for Williams. Smart's checked in for Kennard. And it's Pippen in for Morant. Here's Whitmore. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Pippen, guarded by Van Vliet. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at Houston, they'd be watching from home if the playoffs started today. They're hoping to make a final push. And, of course, Memphis, 3.5 games behind.
You know, for Memphis, this is not where they wanted to be at this point in the season. It looks like there's a pretty sizable talent gap between them and the real contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 13-point game. Here's Whitmore. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Pippen. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Thompson outside. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third quarter here. Just 4 to shoot. The 3-ball. The Rockets with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jackson down low. Working on Thompson. Here's Pippen. No good on the shot. Nice D from Thompson. And it's Houston's ball. Down by 15. And it's hammered home by Green.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Pippen, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Some solid defense from Van Vliet. The Rockets have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. They get it back. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Nice persistence on the glass. Whitmore using his athleticism right there.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Aldama outside. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Outside, Green. Now here's Van Vliet. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And there's the lob. Oh, got a piece of it. And so it's Memphis. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Green and Brooks on the perimeter. Tari Eason is out there with Jock Landale. And it's Ball in at the 1. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
Brooks with it. And Looney picks him up defensively. Looney against Brooks. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Wow. With the defense bearing down on him, he calmly flips in the reverse.
Morant against Ball. Morant, no good.
Oh, you have to love the spin move there. He couldn't quite gather himself for the shot.
Ball against Morant. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Kennard. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Here's Morant. The electric Ja Morant.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like.
Outside for Brooks. Fires from deep. Williams grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Rockets with a rebound. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Just a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Memphis.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
The free throw drops for Brooks.
There's a terrific intensity to Dillon Brooks' game. He doesn't hold back and exploits any weaknesses he can.
Şengün checked in for Landale. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Morant. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. It's rebounded by Houston. Ball's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball with no fear. Outside for Brooks. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Morant. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Down low. And it's Green missing.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. To the middle. Cool, Green wanted those two.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Morant, pass to Looney. Pass to Kennard. Right wing. Clock at 6. Here's Morant. Oh, Morant gets it done inside.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Timeout called. Houston.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Brooks against Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
Pass to Šarić. Not going to go that time. Eason with some nice D. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Brooks. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Brooks has got 6 points in the quarter.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Ball against Morant, and he lobs it up top, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Ball with it. To the left wing. Eason inside. Charge covers. Eason can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Outside Morant. From deep. Rockets with a rebound. Eason's got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Green. Oh, Green takes the contact and scores.
Yeah, an excellent positioning by Green. He's right where he needs to be to get the ball and send it back.
Timeout called. Memphis. They're leading by 9. 1:06 left in the fourth. Marcus Smart's checked in for Memphis. Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. A 1:06 left to play in the fourth. Smart looking around. Eason with some nice D. All right, very little time to get back into this.
Very true. They need to score quickly and get stops or to soon be out of reach. Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Outside, Williams. Offensive rebound. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Rockets.
Rockets ball.
Timeout called.
Rockets
Houston.
Call timeout.
They're down by 7. 26 seconds left in the fourth.
Get a free t-shirt.
Seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson outside. Brooks, the pass to Eason. No good from outside. Ball against Smart. So it's Memphis winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jaron, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor. But is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, you know, all those things keep you engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, you know, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaron. Congrats on your success.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.